What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman, guys. Oh my god, it's been a week. Oh gosh, I have missed two of the biggest bass I've ever hooked in my entire life on back-to-back trips. Bro! No, it came off! But the good news is, I have these fish figured out. I'm back down here in South Carolina, fished with Noah yesterday. We smacked the crap out of them. I probably didn't even put all the fish in the last video. I haven't edited it yet, so I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it, but we probably caught like 50 fish, and I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. We just smacked the crap out of them, and I missed a monster. So today's game plan is to go back out to that kind of same area, see if we can't figure out the fish again. They should be in the same general area. I'm hoping that they're gonna be on the exact same pattern. If they are, it is going to be a smack fest today. But today, I am fully loaded up. It's just me on the boat today. I got my net and I brought 6 rods. I have so many baits tied on, so I'm really just trying to get the biggest bass I can in the boat today. But without further ado, guys, let's hit the water and go find us a monster. Well, here we go, guys. It is time to get going this morning, and I'm going to start out throwing this little underspin, and this is just a Berkeley 1/2 ounce underspin, and these are the power swimmers, and this is just a little shad color. So I think this will be the ticket to getting the job done today. For the most part, I have a few other things tied on as well. I have a blade bait, I have a jerk bait, I have a chatter bait, I have a big swim bait. What else do I have? I have a 10-foot diving crankbait, and I have a few other things in the boxes just in case I decide to throw something else on, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be our money maker today. But this is honestly a pretty good area for me to start. I know I just launched the boat, but the fish tend to stack up in here. There's a flat right there, and then it drops off into like 10, 11 feet, and the fish kind of just go over that flat and they kind of hang out in this area. So I'm gonna just let this thing hit the bottom and just slowly crawl it on the bottom around here, see if I can't pick up a fish or two this morning. Well, guys, I cast it around for a little bit over here and didn't have any bites, so I'm gonna go ahead and move over to this bend, this primary point that has a really like steep drop off that me and Noah just found them loaded up on in the last video. So I'm gonna work my way over there and talk to y'all when I get there. Well, I've made it to the area where we started to catch them yesterday. It's pretty much from like right around here, around this bend. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and kind of just work my way over to that main area that we were really catching them at. I don't see the shad flickering like I was yesterday, but that does not mean they're not here. Oh, I just got bumps. Crap. There's one. Finally. Got one on the board. Let's go. Smoked it right there. Yes, sir. Great first bass of the morning. Looks like a nice, maybe like 2.5, 3 pounder or so. Oh, that was bigger than that. Shoot, that's a good one, guys. It's a pretty dang good fish to start the day right there. I will take that every day of the week. Just got to be careful just because I have light tackle, only have 10-pound test as my leader right here. So just got to be extra careful with this fella. Oh, buddy, man, look at that. That's a nice 3-something to start the day. Hooked right there in the top of the mouth. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Man, these winter fish are just so thick and so powerful. This is like honestly one of my favorite times of year to fish. It's like right as it starts to get cold, when you have a pretty good chance of catching some really big bass, and man, are they powerful and rewarding when you do. This big green guy is ready to go. There she goes, guys. Well, that fish took a little bit longer than I expected to catch. I came over here and I fished this point that me and Noah were smoking them on yesterday. I got like 1 or 2 nibbles, at least what I think were nibbles. They definitely felt like bites, but they were like really subtle, just kind of nipping at it. And I saw like a little bit of action like behind the trees, but for the most part, it seems like the fish have moved off at that point. I saw like a few sitting on the bottom that just didn't seem really too interested in biting, but I looked back in this cove right here and it looks looks like the shad is pushed up in there. I see it flickering back there. So I have a really good feeling that we should find some fish kind of stacked up in there. But I figured I'd try this point one more time, or the opposite point. We didn't even try yesterday, to be honest. We were catching them so good on the other side. But like I was saying, I figured I'd just give this side a shot really quick. So let me go ahead and give this a few more casts, see if I can't pull some more off of this corner. There's one. There we go. Got him. Right at the throat of this pocket where they're supposed to be. This one's not quite as good as that first one, but I'll take it. Come here, bud. Can handle this guy a little bit easier. And that is just a little 1 pounder, probably the smallest one I've caught since I've been down here, but I'll take it. There's one. Oh, missed him. Shoot. Pulled my dang little swimmer down. Put that back on there. There's one. That feels like a decent one, guys. Oh yeah, that's a good one, boys. That's a 3 or 4 pounder. Let's go. He came rocketing off the bottom there. He just came straight up. He wanted to show off his acrobat skills. Oh, you gotta love that, man. Oh yeah. They're munching. They're munching. Try to let this guy wear himself out, and we're gonna bring him in nice and easy. Coming. Oh, he's not hooked super good, I don't think. Oh, he's hooked right in the corner of the mouth, though. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, goodness gracious, bud. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, he's hooked pretty good. Just kidding. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Another 3. You know, we can throw this one on the scale just for the fun of it. But I promise you guys, that's every bit of 3 pounds. Let's go ahead and grab this sucker and see what this bad girl weighs. And the final reading is 3 pounds, 9 ounces. Let's get it. Time to get this bad girl back in there and find us ourselves another one. There she goes. Underspin, gotta love it, guys. Got to love it. If you have never fished one of these things, I highly recommend picking one of these sons of guns up, because I promise you they flat out smack fish when it is cold. There will be a link for these down in the description below if you want to pick yourself up some. They're up here, they're blowing up underneath this bush. There's some shad up in there. Oh, come on, get it, get this to me. Here we go. That's gotta be a fish right there. Oh, I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer to that bush. They're right up on it. They're hugging that edge tight. Ah, crap. Oh, I got one dangling. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay, I got it off. Hold on, let me get this back in there. There we go, that's a fish. That's 100% a fish. Oh, it came off. Oh, he's back on. Oh no, gosh. Pulling down my dang swimmer. Hold up, I'm gonna switch it up on them. They're pecking the crap out of this thing. Let me throw this blade bait in there and see if they'll get a little treble hook action in the corner of their mouth. There we go, got him there. Oh yeah, come up out of there, big boy. Get on up out of those trees, big boy. Come on. Oh yeah, finally got that little sucker, man. These guys are pushed up under that tree branch eating on some shad, and they just kept pecking the crap out of that, what's it called? That underspin. So I threw that blade bait in there, which is a little bit better at catching fish that just won't quite commit. Just those little small sharp treble hooks will just grab a hold of just about anything that gets their hands on them. And sure enough, this guy found himself on the receiving end of those hooks. Oh, that was a fail right there. Just threw my tool in the water. No comment, but yeah, that's a nice like 1.5 pound, 2 pounder or so. I'll take that all day. There we go. There's one on the blade bait. Just reeling and pausing, baby. Let's go. The fish are fired up back here, man. There's so much bait and there's so many fish just stacked up in this pocket right now. They all moved from that point yesterday back into this pocket, and I'm just catching myself a boatload of them right now. That's another like 3 pounder, 4 pounder. All day, baby. Let's go. There we go. That is a nice one. Check that fish out, guys. Another 3 pounder. Let's get him right back on in there. Oh, there's another one. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Another one. Get on in here, butter. But oh, it's a big old crappie. Check that out, guys. That's actually the first crappie that I've ever caught in here. Check that out. That's something, guys. I did not know these were in here. And I have fished in here a lot, and I have never, ever caught one. So, it's definitely a healthy one, too. It's definitely a nice little slab. Well, this guy definitely caught me off guard, but that's a nice crappie. Let me go ahead and put him right back in there. There's another one. Picking them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one's a bass. Not another crappie. Thankfully, I like the bass. Come on in here, bud. God, this guy, he's got some tug on him. And it's another 3 pounder. Oh my gosh. This is too much fun. This is too much sneaking fun. Oh, he's barely hooked. He is barely hooked. Just got just the teeniest little bit of that hook in his lip. There we go. Look how this fish was hooked, guys. Just a tiny little bit right on the outside. I told you guys, these guys have just been nipping at it, and that little treble hook switching over to that blade bait is working wonders for me right now because they're eating that thing super well, and it's definitely getting them hooked up a little bit easier. But let's go ahead and get them back in. Shoo! Oh, back-to-back cast. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. They're just stacked. I feel like every fish in the dang lake is back here. Oh, it's too much fun when you find them stacked up like this. There we go. Got a hand on them. Let's get that out of there for you, bud. Thank you for the munch. Shoo. There's one. Let's go. Oh, it feels like a little bit better one too. It's definitely pulling pretty dang good. He is pulling pretty dang good. I don't know if he's just hooked weird. He might be hooked weird. Oh, he's not hooked super weird. That fish was fighting awfully hard for the size of this fish. I mean, not a bad one by any means, but goodness gracious, was he tugging. Oh, it just doesn't get any better than this, guys. It really doesn't. I've been out here like 45 minutes. I don't even know how many fish I've caught so far, and the day is young. I'm about to go pick up a sub and do some fishing with him, so I'm excited for that. But holy moly, that is a solid fish right there. Let's keep on getting it. Oh my gosh, guys, I hate to end it here, but you're gonna have to check out the rest of this crazy action in the next video. I took out a subscriber. He was only 7 years old, and he'd only caught one fish before, and I put him on a ton of big fish back in this cove, and we smacked the crap out of him. It was a ton of fun. So if you want to check that out when the video drops, make sure you subscribe down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like as well. Also, guys, make sure you check out the merch if you haven't already. But as always, bassing is a passion. Peace.